capabilities, the United States has sent additional military assets to the region. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said the U.S. is concerned about potential escalation in the Middle East. Let's tell you about the main fronts of the war. On October 24th, Gaza authorities said over 700 Palestinians were killed in overnight strikes as Israel intensified its bombing campaign. Since the start of the war, the Israeli military conducted airstrikes targeting Hamas and its headquarters in the coastal enclave. Hamas operates out of this strip of Mediterranean coastal land bordered by Israel and Egypt. The strip has been cut off from the rest of the world since 2007, when Hamas seized control of the territory, prompting Israel and Egypt to impose a blockade on it. One of the main ways Hamas targets Israel is through this. A cost-effective method that targets long-distance strikes. In just 2 weeks, Hamas has fired 7,000 rockets towards Israel. That's more than any of the previous 4 wars fought between Israel and Hamas since the militant group seized power in Gaza in 2007. But that's not all. Hamas has been trained to fight in a crowded urban setting and uses a vast tunnel network, often called the Gaza Metro. Destroying these tunnels will be the biggest challenge for Israel if it launches a ground offensive.
The Hamas forces are about 40,000 Hamas terrorists that are sitting in this underground tunnel network, which is estimated to be some 500 kilometers long. I mean, it's enormous. And so we want to deny them electricity and water and food to the tunnels so that the terrorists below become exhausted and they come aground, because obviously no matter how good our tactics are for fighting the tunnels on the ground, it's much better to get them above ground, because above ground is where Israel has a decisive advantage with our firepower.
Let's take you to the north of Israel. Hezbollah, meaning Party of God, was set up by Iran's Revolutionary Guards in 1982 to fight Israeli forces that had invaded Lebanon. It has remained a sworn enemy of Israel, which sees the group as the biggest threat at its borders. Ever since the Hamas attack on Israel on October 7th, Hezbollah has been exchanging fire with Israeli forces, marking the most serious escalation across the Lebanese-Israeli frontier since 2006, when Hezbollah and Israel fought a war. Over the years, the group has expanded its arsenal and fighters. The militant group backed by Iran, Hezbollah, has trained paramilitary groups in Syria and Iraq and inspired other forces such as Yemen's Iran-allied Houthis. The day after Israel declared war, Hezbollah launched dozens of rockets on Israeli positions to support Palestinian resistance. According to the Israel military, on October 23rd, Israeli aircraft struck 2 Hezbollah cells in Lebanon that were planning to launch anti-tank missiles and rockets towards Israel.
Hezbollah's capabilities are 10 times more powerful. Their missiles, their payloads, the precision guided missiles that they have, all of these things are and the quality of their forces are much more powerful than Hamas's. So the threat from Lebanon is larger than the threat from Gaza.
Hezbollah's military power grew after it entrenched itself in Syria, another of Iran's allies in the region, to help President Bashar al-Assad fight mostly Sunni Muslim rebels. Hezbollah boasts of weapons that include precision rockets and drones and says it can hit all parts of Israel. In 2021, Hezbollah leader Sayed Hassan Nasrallah said the group had 100,000 fighters. Several reports have suggested that Iran gives Hezbollah weapons and money, and the United States estimates Iran has sent hundreds of millions of dollars annually to Hezbollah in recent years.